Hello fellow insulation professionals. I'm Bill Jewell. I'm with Intec in Denver, Colorado. We manufacture the world's finest insulation blowing machines, not to mention the world's finest insulation vacuums. Today we're going to go over a little bit on the Force 3 real quick. I have two machines here. They're both 10 to 15 years old. They're both Force 3 3.0s. It's the model we've made for years and years, old, reliable. The one on the floor that I'm going to show you that's disassembled is in here for a repair. The seals in the airlock were shot after years and years of use. The old seals just kind of gave up the ghost, so to speak. You can kind of tell what they've been blowing through here because of the color. Nobody else uses that color in their insulation. So what we've done here is we've brought this one machine in for new seals. Then the one you can see in the background and back of me back here was a trade-in, and it will get rebuilt this coming week because it's already sold and ready to go out to a customer. So let me go grab the camera. We'll do a little close-in work here, and then we'll learn a little bit here. Now, right on the floor down here, we have a disassembled Force 3. Here's the hopper on the right side over here. We took it off as one piece with the agitator motor and the gearbox already attached and everything, so we don't have to disassemble any more than we absolutely have to. Here's the agitator motor and the gearbox. Here's the base for the machine. The hopper down here, that flange that you see down here, fits right up here on top of here. Goes right up on here, just the way you see it, oriented the same way. The airlock, we've put new seals in the airlock. You saw the color of the old ones, the condition that they were in. They were split, they were cupped and warped, definitely very bad. It was only blowing about a half a PSI. So we put some new seals in this machine here, and you can see them down here. This one vane is bent pretty bad, but the customer said just go ahead and put the new seals in it, and we'll use it the way it is, so that's what we're doing. Now, some of the other parts on this machine, here the end of the airlock with the bearing down here. If you've got a Force 3 and you haven't given that little Zerk fitting right up here on the top one stroke of grease once a year, you may be having some issues with that bearing. Do the same thing to the bearing on the other side over here of the airlock, on this one right here. One stroke of grease once a year. You can see the two blower motors down here on the bottom with the pantyhose type socks on them for filters. The back of the control panel is right down on here on the floor. And then the side panel, or there's a back panel there. The side panels are off to the side here. So it's all disassembled. It's had its new seals put in its airlock, and we're ready to put the thing back together and send it back to the customer a day from today, Monday. Now the other one over here is a Force 3 that was a trade-in and is going to be rebuilt next week and is sold already to someone. We'll take all the panels off the bottom like you've seen this one. We'll take the hopper off. We'll change its seals. We'll inspect the machine. We'll make sure everything is running correctly. We'll double check and make sure everything on the control panel is right. The red control switch for the agitator, the black control switch for the blower, the circuit breaker for the agitator, the two fuse holders, one for each blower motor, and the speed control for the blower motors. Once we check everything out like that and we've redone it, it'll be ready to ship back out to our customer. So that's a real quick primer on Force 3s, some basic assemblies, basic parts of the assemblies, that kind of thing. And we're going to look at one other thing real quick before we go. Here's a real quick picture of our new 390, our mid-sized vacuum cleaner. This thing is a real tiger. Uses a Honda motor for reliability. Our special breakaway coupling in that silver box you see in between the fan shroud and the motor. Best one on the market. Give me a call here at the plant. I'll help you out with that one. Now, we've talked about Force 3s a little and about the vac, so it's time to go. Call me at the plant if you need any info. Bill Jewell, 800-666-1611. Goodbye.